Pull up a chair, let's set the scene. Take a little trip to in between. Old school truth with a brand new sound. Conversations in the vault start now. Step inside, feel the vibe. Every single word come alive. Hear the truth, hear the call. Conversations in the vault. Conversations in the vault. In the vault. In the vault.
Family, welcome back to Conversations in the Vault, where every story unlocks something. Today, we're stepping into the life of a woman whose bravery shook an entire nation. A woman most people never talk about, but heaven remembers her name. Jael. Let me set the scene. Israel had been suffering for 20 long years under the rule of a brutal commander named Sisera. He led an army with 900 iron chariots. The people lived in fear. Travelers avoided the roads, villages were empty, hearts were discouraged. But God raised up a prophetess named Deborah and a warrior named Barak to lead Israel into battle. When the fighting began, God threw Sisera's army into confusion. The soldiers fell, the chariots were stuck, and the mighty commander Sisera ran away. And this is where one woman's courage changed everything. Sisera ran to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber. She welcomed him, gave him milk, covered him with a blanket, moved with quiet wisdom and quiet courage. And while he slept, Jael took a tent peg and a hammer, tools she used every day, and she ended the threat that tormented her people for 20 years. That day, Deborah's prophecy came true. The Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman. Family, help me welcome Jael. Welcome to the Sugar Vault, the space where we slow down, tell the truth, and let stories unfold the way they were meant to. Jael, thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. It means more than you know.
Before this moment ever happens, before anyone knows your name, I want people to understand your context. You weren't living in open rebellion. Your family actually had peace with King Jabin, the same king oppressing Israel.
My husband's household had an alliance with him, which meant safety, at least on the surface. We weren't expected to interfere.
So from the outside, neutrality looked like wisdom.
It did. And neutrality is comfortable until it isn't.
When the battle turns and Sisera flees on foot, he ends up at your tent. Why did you let him in?
Because he was desperate. And I recognized that kind of desperation. I offered him shelter, milk instead of water. I covered him so he could rest.
You created a sense of safety.
Yes, and that safety made him careless.
For those listening who may not know, Sisera wasn't just a soldier. He was the face of a 20-year oppression.
Exactly. He carried fear with him, even when he was quiet.
At what point did you realize this was more than hospitality?
When he asked me to lie for him, to protect him, that's when I understood. His survival would still cost others.
Did you know about Deborah's prophecy? That a woman would receive the honor for Sisera's defeat.
I had heard of it, but I never thought it meant me. Prophecy always seems to belong to people already positioned.
So when you acted, you weren't thinking about fulfillment.
No, I wasn't thinking about honor. I was thinking about ending something that had gone on too long.
For listeners who don't know the story, can you tell us plainly what happened next?
Sisera fell into a deep sleep, and I realized the moment would not come again.
You were alone.
Yes, and clear.
What did you do?
I used what was already in my hands, a tent peg and a hammer, ordinary tools, and I killed him while he slept.
That moment still unsettles people.
It unsettles me too. But so does allowing harm to continue when you know you can stop it.
When Barak arrives looking for Sisera, the battle is already over.
I told him, "Come, and I will show you the man whom you are seeking." Then I revealed Sisera's dead body with the tent peg in his temple.
Later in Deborah's song, you're called most blessed of women.
That surprised me because it didn't feel like blessing in the moment. It felt like responsibility.
And yet, your action ended 20 years of oppression.
Yes, and that mattered more than how the story would be told.
When you look back now, how do you understand your role?
As someone who didn't seek destiny, but didn't turn away when it arrived.
That's a powerful place to land.
I didn't end it. I obeyed. The victory was the Lord's. I was simply willing.
And that's the truth most people miss. God ends oppression through obedience. Jael, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for listening.
Family, today we witness what courage looks like in real life, what obedience sounds like when it speaks, and how God can use a willing woman, even one who never imagined her name would be remembered. Here are today's vault keys. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, now. God uses ordinary women for extraordinary victories. What's already in your hands is enough. Obedience unlocks purpose. You don't need a title to change a nation, just willingness. Jael, thank you for unlocking your story with us. Until next time, keep your heart open, your spirit ready, and remember, every story unlocks something. Until next time, thank you all for watching.